Now let's fire up this white piece of shit and see what she's got. Okay. Here is a little quiz for all the fucking noobs out there. When you start up any modern gaming system, what is the first thing you see? The fucking logo screen. But what do we get with the Wii? Some safety warning bullshit. They don't give a fuck about introducing the system. There are so many safety screens on the Wii, it will drive you nuts. I'm not fucking joking when I say this, a pack of cigarettes have less warnings than this piece of shit. If you've been fortunate enough to have never played the Wii, allow me to make a real-world comparison. Say you walked into a gas station to buy a pack of smokes. As the cashier is ringing it up, he starts to lecture you on how bad smoking is. Then there's a warning message at the top of the pack, and finally, each individual cigarette has a warning. That pretty much sums up the situation with the Wii safety screens. You start the system, you get a warning. You start a game, you get another warning. Then depending on the game, you can get multiple warnings in the game. Motherfuck me. I am surprised that the Wii box isn't loaded with warnings on it as well. For one thing, maybe it would spruce it up a little, instead of that boring ass white box. Why couldn't stores just make you sign a waiver before you bought the system, saying you wouldn't sue Nintendo if you decapitated someone with a Wii remote? But of course not. That would be too logical. Instead, we get these warnings up the ass. Someone needs to hack this bitch, and get rid of all these goddamn screens before I go apeshit. Seriously. The worst part is that they don't even go away after a certain amount of time. You have to hit buttons to get past the screen. If you're like me, you like to get up and take a piss, as the game loads. But with the Wii, you're fucked. You'll just have to piss your pants, because there are all these menus and warnings to go through before you get to the game. There is also a warning on the Wii remote, that I find a little baffling. On the side, underneath the condom grid, it says do not throw away the Wii remote. How fucking retarded do they think we are? I just paid $40 for this piece of shit. Why would I throw it into the garbage? So after you hit the buttons like a madman, it allows you to go to the console menu, which is just a bunch of fucking boxes you have to click. The first one loads the game. The second one is for creating your me, which is basically a personalized character you can play in certain games. That is just fucking awesome, but why can't I play as my me in any game I want? It's bullshit. Why did I even create this character if I cannot play as him in any game? And after playing online, I can tell you there are some fucked up people out there. I've seen Hulk Hoganese, Mr. T, Charles Manson, and even Jesus Christ. The Wii also has a photo mode, which is fucking useless. If someone wants to look at digital photos, the last thing they're going to say is, wait a minute while I get my Wii. They're either going to put the card into the computer or run them right off the camera itself. They won't use this piece of bullfuck. You can also edit photos, but who needs this horsefuck when you can use programs like Photoshop? There are also many games you can play with your photo. But once again, it's just another feature nobody is going to use. The fourth box is for the Nintendo Store, but don't even get me started on that ass naked. You have to buy a 2,000 point card for $20. NES games generally cost 500 points, which comes out to $5. Fuck that shit. I can download a ROM for fucking free. Or I will go old school and use the actual cartridge. Besides that, if I am playing the Wii, I want to play something new, not an old piece of fuck. On the road below, you can get your local weather report. Once again, I don't give a flying fuck. If I want the weather, I'm going to look in my newspaper. Not waste time by firing up the Wii, clicking through warning screens, then wait 20 seconds for a fucking forecast to load. There is also a channel where you can read news articles. The same thing goes for this shit. If I want to read the news, I'll read the fucking newspaper. It takes a year for this to load. I can walk up to the store, buy a newspaper, and when I get back, this thing probably still won't be started. And what is that black cat doing walking around up there? I don't have a fucking clue. This is Nintendo, so why don't they have Mario walking around instead? That idea is as lame as shit. To make this even more of a joke, the news articles are old as fuck. Look at this shit. Updated 18 minutes ago. Since it is connected to the internet, it should be updated 24/7. Lazy bastards. I remember reading on here how Ted Kennedy had a seizure when it was announced 9 hours earlier that he actually had a brain tumor. The last thing on here is the Nintendo channel. You can download this for free, which is a damn good thing too. When I first downloaded it, I said, hey, that's cool. Maybe they'll have interviews with game designers, maybe they'll show sneak peeks of new games in development, maybe they'll have videos where they give you tips and cheats on different games. But fuck no. It is nothing more than an advertising scheme by Nintendo. All you get are fucking commercials for games. So don't even bother to download this fucking channel. Save the space for something decent. And when I find something decent on this horrible excuse for a system, I'll let you know. I guess that's all that I have to say on this system. So to wrap up this review, you probably want the final verdict. Well, the system gets a 2 out of 10. But since there is no Game Genie available for it, I give it a -1 out of 10. What a piece of goddamn fucking shit. Peace out, bitches.